Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Joy again to show you my latest creation. I watched Junk Journal Joy and I kind of did what she did, but not all completely. This is just a Reader's Digest I found for a quarter, and I ripped off the pages and then I did the spine. It's a soft spine and a hard cover. So anyway, there's the bottom. Let's get into it. It's a pretty one. I wanted to okay, so first of all, I was trying to match these colors, and I went into Junk with Steph's shop to try to match those colors, and I found that this kit really matched it. It's called Victorian Naturalist. These are some rub-ons. I wanted to keep the cover, you know, as much as I possibly could, but of course it had ripped on the edge. So anyway, I started out just adding a little fiber here and there, and then it just turned into a fiber journal. I have all kinds of pages in here, little secret hiding spot. I've torn all the pages. It's a gorgeous kit. I really like it a lot. I made these cute little, this is just a little 3-piece, I have a punch, or not a punch, a die cut for that. I used some netting to bring out the color of this, and of course then I hid it a little bit, but that's all right. It looks really well. This kit is just so pretty. Here I put a butterfly on the end. This was just one of those curtain tie back things. I have so much fabric and I really need to use it. I'm thinking of putting some in my shop soon, of just bundles of different types. And I never use my stickers that I have, and I have so many, so I incorporated a lot of stickers this time, and rub-ons and a lot of different papers to blend in to make this journal come together. This I had, and I thought that never matches anything, but look how perfect it matches in her kit. It's absolutely gorgeous. Lots of places to write in this journal, you know, even though it's, you know, I ended up using staples. I'm not a fan of staples a lot of times, but you know, watching Junk Journal Joy, I ended up thinking, okay, well, it's okay. I did a lot of sewing on the edges to try to bring in the picture. I kind of messed it up at first. This has just got a paper in it. You can see how the spine came together. I wasn't going to do it. I kind of had to do it different than Junk Journal Joy as I was watching it. So I had kind of messed it up, and then I miscounted. I counted, I have 5 signatures, but I made 7 holes like a ding-dong. So I just added a couple envelopes, which works out because that gives a tuck spot. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I love this page. That's just playing with my inks there for, I think that's an Edith Holden page, maybe. A lot of calendar pages, doily in the middle. Sewed that on. Just the many different papers. This was like a school paper, old-fashioned teacher's paper. This has a little spot to write underneath if you want. This is some recycled paper that came in the mail. You know, some of my junk mail. I have these people, I never know where to use them. And since this was a gardening book, I decided that she looked good there. Another little secret tuck spot there. This is not a pocket, it's just fabric added to it to make it pretty. And this here, I have a lot of papers and florals, and this went together pretty darn good. Pardon me. I love this fabric. Got that at Hobby Lobby. just different laces and trims. Some computer paper, a vintage memo. I love this fabric here. Isn't that a beautiful kit? Oh my gosh, it just matched so well. I have a lot of fibers hanging out. Sorry about that. This book is absolutely gorgeous. Every page is like that, and I love it. So the spine of the book, this was all what was on the spine. And the lady, I bought it at a garage sale, and she said, "Oh, that's a lot of fine reading." And I said, "Yeah, I'm not going to read it. I'm going to tear it out." And she goes, "What?" So we had to have that little conversation. I loved this page, and I thought it needed to be the center of the center. So, and lots of vintage pages in here too. This is a vintage spreadsheet, vintage inventory, sticker and a rub-on. I had some pretty bright sari silks and decided to incorporate those. There's a little tuck spot there. And this page got left out, so I actually tipped it in, is what you call it, when you add it extra. I had already had it there, so I just left it in there. This has got a couple pieces of paper, one on that side and then one on this side. Sometimes our labors seem as lost, and all of our yearnings seem in vain. Windfalls. It's just a piece out of a magazine or book. There we go. Little piece of the fabric came through, so I brought the color out with that flower there. And these came together nicely. I purchased some sari silks online, and they gave me a free sample, and it's like, what am I ever going to do with this black polka dot? This page came off of the edge of the really floral pages, and it was just laying on my desk, so I decided to stick it on there. I think this, nope, that's sewed together. That's a fabric, it's really pretty. I was just trying to bring the colors together a little bit. That kit's just a pretty coloring page. This was hanging out on that side, and I thought it needed to be a little longer, so I just added another piece of fabric over there. I love that water bug. We call them water spiders. I don't know what their true name is called. There's a little tuck spot right there. I just made it to fit in there. It's a beautiful book. Another little tuck spot. It has butterfly punches through it. And then that's just a stamp that I used. Punched it, or I cut it out, fussy cut it. I don't like the women. There's one picture here of the rest of her kit that has a woman on it, so I just cut it off. You know, if you don't like something, you don't have to use it. And on this one, this is a little trick that I do. I do a little flippy and sew it on, and then you have a place to put a charm. Gives you an extra little place. It's that more of that polka dot sari silk, and I incorporated it with the other polka dot and stripes, and I thought that complemented very well. Old dictionary page. This has a couple little of these just hanging out, and I made a tuck spot there. Another sticker, more sticker. This was the other side where the envelope, now there's nothing in this envelope, but certainly could have something in there. This orange fabric I thought brought out the little peaks of oranges in that, which is really pretty. And then it was a little bright for this side, so I muted it with some yellow netting. There's the Edith Holden page. This needed a little more purple, so I put a sticker on it. And I don't know, maybe I need to like do a little bit of this. That might look better. I think I'll come back and do that. That's just a calendar page. This was from a hunting book, or yeah, I think it's a hunting book. One of the kit pages added to the back. I like how this tab hangs up above. I think that's really pretty. This is some vintage fabric. I think I still have some in my shop at JJ with Joy on Etsy, so check me out there. This is like one of my favorite pages. I know a lot of people don't like spiders and get creeped out by them, but I absolutely love that. Some packing paper, and I just put some netting on the top of it, sewed it together, and it gave it just another whole look. Another sticker, more sari silk and a rub-on. I thought this needed, this yellow kind of needed to have a complement here, so I just used a bunch of fabrics. It made me a little bee page. I have some glitter here, bee there, dots here, flowers here, and then this page kind of brings it off to kind of go with the other page here. Mutes it down just a little bit, enough to kind of, you know, blend it. There's a froggy on her page. More of that freebie stuff that they gave me. And this was just so bright purple, I muted it with the lace. I thought that complemented really well. There's some wild animals there. I just wanted to use this. I have so much of this. There's the other end of the Edith Holden. So I guess the one wasn't Edith Holden. And that's the end. A little rub-on sticker up here with a bug. And then that's the back. Thank you for joining me today. If you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell if you want to see more from me. For now, remember your day is full of choices, so choose joy. I'm glad to have you here. We'll see you again.